welcome. Clean Room is an 18-issue series from 2015, written by Gail Simone and primarily illustrated by John Davis Hunt. The story revolves around the journalist Chloe Pierce, who investigates the highly successful author and motivational speaker Astrid Mueller, whom Chloe blames for the sudden suicide of her fiancé. As revealed early on, both Astrid and Chloe have had a near-death experience. Upon returning to life, they begin to have terrifying visions of demonic beings. These visions lead Astrid to investigate their origin and their validity. She discovers the visions are literal demons who infest the planet, taking control of weak, unwilling humans and playing with humanity for their own sadistic amusement. Using her fortune and the fortuitous discovery of demonic technology, Astrid constructs something known as the Clean Room. This room allows her to interact with and to destroy these demonic entities. Conceptually speaking, Clean Room is quite strong. It does have some amazingly large flaws, most of which are easy to dismiss due to the series being suddenly cancelled. Had it continued on to a natural endpoint, it likely would have filled in the noticeable gaps in the plot. The same can likely be said for the supporting cast. Most are somewhat developed, but at the same time, they're also a little generic. For example, Chloe's overly protective neighbors and Astrid's stern bodyguard/enforcer, Killian. Both examples are stock characters that do what they do because that's what's required for the plot. Their motivations are oblique at best, and as characters, they are somewhat standard examples of the roles they fulfill. Over time, perhaps they would have become more interesting. The most compelling character is Astrid Mueller. In many respects, she is an obvious parallel to L. Ron Hubbard. Both fostered a cult-like following, wrote many highly popular books, and they have an affinity for evil alien beings infesting the planet and affecting human behavior. They also offered salvation from these evil aliens for a reasonably large fee. Astrid is cold and sterile, like the clean room she's constructed. She barely acts like a human and is singularly focused on her life's goal. She demands complete devotion and control over those that worship her life-changing opinions and perspective. Ultimately, her goals are pure, but her methods are overly harsh and cruel, like the demons she's trying to exorcise. The Clean Room is her abyss, one could say, and she has stared far too long into it. As one might expect, the ending to this series is a bit of a rushed mess due to it being cancelled. It does provide a sense of completeness, though, and at the same time, the feeling of lost potential. Clearly, there was a lot more story that Simone intended to explore, but time had prematurely run out on the series. In this context, the noticeable flaws and the missed potential are forgivable and can be blamed on the random, fickle nature of serialized publishing, rather than on the creative talent involved. John Davis Hunt's artwork needs to be specifically cited as greatly enhancing the series. His work is oddly clean and grotesque at the same time. His designs of the demons and the clean room suits are stellar. Certainly, Ms. Simone had input in these aspects, but Davis Hunt brought them to life. It's quite unfortunate that he only remained on the series for the first year. Presumably, sales were dipping towards cancellation, and Davis Hunt was subsequently reassigned to a new project, Warren Ellis's reboot of the Wildstorm universe. In the end, Clean Room is indicative of a late-period Vertigo series. It was conceptually strong and may have been more popular had it premiered a decade earlier. However, by 2015, Vertigo was fading as a sales leader in alternative adult comics. Hardly any newly launched series made it to 20 issues. Clean Room should have been a solid 50-issue series. Unfortunately, it debuted at the wrong time, and its ability to establish itself and thrive was nullified by the indifference the Vertigo brand inspired. That's it for today. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will talk at you later. Until next time.